So, today we're going to be making like a badge for the Rover P4 because when we got the car, it didn't have one. And so instead of going on eBay or like one of those shops to buy one, we're actually gonna make one on our own, so we can see how we can like make our own design on top of it. So what we're gonna do, we've got this paper, and we're going to like outline this, and then once we've outlined it, we're gonna put it on some cardboard. And when it's on that cardboard, we're gonna put some putty on top, so that's gonna make it, and then we can design it. So what he's going to do now, he's just tracing out the shape of the pendant thing that's supposed to be on the car.
Okay, it's going to be a bit rough to start off with, but we'll have a few attempts at this because I want to get it right. So I'll just start with a rough bit of paper, and then we'll work our way up from there until we get the correct shape, and then we'll transfer that shape onto cardboard. So it needs to be a bit bigger than that with wings. So what I might do is just transfer that straight to cardboard. I'll leave a bit of extra, and then we'll slowly take edges off the cardboard until we get it to exactly the shape we want it. And we'll use this for the basis of the base template. Obviously, once we've got it into the hard putty material, we can file it bit by bit till we get it back down to the correct shape. So this is really just about getting a rough shape that we can start the badge with, and then we file it down to the correct shape. So that from there to there, a bit more, and it goes in like that. It goes in a bit more like that. There we go, that's looking a bit better. This bit here, this bit here. Now I've got to leave some for the little tuck-in bit, so I've got to figure that out too. So there is a nut in the way, but that's basically the shape we're going to go for. I'm just going to make a little bit extra on those bits, and a bit off there, and a bit more on the corners. But apart from that, that's pretty much the shape we're going for. That tucks in, so if I took the tuck in away, I can just add those later. Let's just say that is pretty much the shape of the badge, and then we just make sure those corners point outwards. So now I've got that, I'm going to transfer it once more onto another bit of cardboard and re-add the pointy bits that were missing. So the bit that was missing is the points, so let's put them back in by doing this.
So as you see now, we got some points back on the second piece of cardboard, and we're just gonna see it's the right size.
So let me just take a tiny bit off that. Tiny bit off that. And that's looking better now to match up with that size. There we go, and we can then, from the plastery version of that, file it down to fit nicely on the Rover.
He's trying to get that rusty old nut off so we can, so if there's a flat surface, so we can put the badge on, and we're going to put a new one on. Seems pretty hard, but we just try, we might be able to get it off.
Might need to get a special tool or take the whole thing off the front here. That might be an easier option. Because it is a bit stuck. Or I could cut it off with a Dremel tool. Might just cut it off. Might be quicker.
We're just trying to cut off the nut because there's no other way how to do it. Taking quite a lot of force to try and cut it off, but I think, yeah, we did it, but it took a lot of force.
Yep, and then the nut's off. It's just fallen in here. Just going to try and make it fall on the floor so I can pick it up.
Being a little bit difficult.
Yeah, I can get that with a long screwdriver later. At least that's out now. And then we can look at our options for screws to attach the new one. I've got a few different sizes in here. I'm going to use a backing screw. So I'll test if this one's too big and too long. That one comes all the way out there, but that will hit the post that goes through. It's too big, and I got a smaller one. So that one's a bit too chunky just there. I got another one here, this tiny one. And something like that might be good. Just to give the something for it to go in with, so I'll have to figure that out as to what's the best option out of these, or I'll make a shorter version of this just to give something for the badge to go in with. I'll have to look into that. So yeah, now we're up to the stage where we can make the actual badge. We've got that flat surface now, and that's where the badge will go.
So he's just going to putty, like use the putty to mold the thing that we're putting on the car.
So this putty is once you mix it, it gets hard very fast. So I'm going to mix some of it, and I'm going to just seal off the rest of it, because I don't want it all getting hard straight away. So as soon as I mix this up, I'll take the plastic off, got that step. As soon as I mix it up, it'll start to get hard. So I've got to be quick. I'm just going to put this away. Oh, and it's raining on us right now. So I mix all this up, and as soon as it gets hot, you know it's going to get hard. So you've got to quickly work this, and I'm going to use this to create the shape of the badge before it gets hard. Hopefully I'm successful. And if I can get it spread out nicely, this is what will be the basis of the badge. And I can keep adding to it and filing from it until it gets the shape that I want. So I'm just going to start with a basic shape here before it starts to set and get hard. Within 5 minutes this will get super hot, and then it will start to firm up. So yeah, just got to keep putting it out until the shape that we want for the badge. And I want it to have a bit of a rounded edge like the real badge does. Obviously you can sand this back down afterwards. It's a sandable putty, so this will get hot and hard very soon. I'm probably going to need a bit more of it for this badge, but I'll see how I go, how far I can work this in without ruining it. So I want this edge to be well covered. And you'll notice that I put the bolt through it now, because that will actually then form part of it. When it goes hard, that bolt will form part of the badge as a permanent fixture of the badge. Will I have enough without having to get more out is the question. Before it sets. Just got to get to that edge. Well, no, I've got enough. Okay, quickly get the shape I want before it sets up. And I'll know it's setting the moment it gets hot. It'll get really hot, and when I start to feel it getting hot, I know it's setting, and then that's pretty much it. There's no more moulding time. You just got to hope that you've done what you wanted at that point. And then after that, we will be tracing on the design, sanding, carving, and making an 80 badge out of it from scratch.
So we're just gonna read you. My dad's gonna read you like what on the back of the molding, like the putty paint, the putty package.
So yeah, this putty is like really versatile. So basically, it works underwater. It's resistant to the chemicals. It's actually non-toxic. So once it sets, you can even have it with like drinking water, which means you can fix a pipe or something with it. It works with metals, glass, wood, etc. You could even technically fix a petrol tank with it. Batteries, with acid in it, bolts. I've done repairs to bodywork on cars that had little clips missing and just made up the clip myself. It's really versatile, and it sets in 4 to 5 minutes. So it's quite good that way. At the moment, it's starting to get a bit hotter. So as it gets hot, this will start to get hard, and I can start to smell the chemical reaction in it taking place. So it's starting to have a different smell. And then when it gets hard, it'll actually just sort of be like a hard, plastery, cementy surface that I can sand back then, and then we can carve all of the Rover P80 design in there, which would be on the original badge, and then paint it up.
So how you can see the putty, it made a good shape, and it's getting how thick it's fixed, and it's feeling a bit hard. It's feeling hard, and it's less being hot. So I think it's almost done, and we can write the numbers down on it, like with like extra like the 80 and the P4, that type of stuff. As you can see, we've already put the bolt in, so then we can just slip it out and put it on the car. So this is what we're trying to make the badge out of, and we're just gonna use some sandpaper to just make it flatter so we can put it on. So we're just trying another sandpaper to see if it's better, because that one, because it's being too thick.
I might need to go for something a little bit more coarse. This is actually quite a strong material. So I have a sanding block here, and this might be a little bit better. I'll give that a go. Yeah, that's working better. And I can actually shape it. Try and give it a nice smooth edge.
Seeming more flatter, and the sanding is working really well. So you see how flatter it is now, so we can do better. So it's looking better and around this area, and so we can, it's gonna be easier to write down all the stuff like the 8 here and then the 0, so it will be way better. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna copy the design off the paper onto the putty. With a Sharpie, so we can just see the outline of them.
This is like the worst Sharpie I've ever seen. We're probably going to have to get a better Sharpie than this one. They should call this a blunty. Yeah, I need a better Sharpie than that one.
So we found the proper Sharpie now, and we're just gonna keep doing that line. It's looking like almost like the pictures, and it's just effort in taking time.
Okay, so I've got a rough idea now of where I'll need to carve. Gives me something to follow while I'm using the... I might start actually using an engraver tool, and we'll see how we go with that.
So he's just engraving it now into the putty. So it's looking better. So where he's trying to engrave the 0 and the 8 now. So as you can see, it's looking way better, and you can see the 8 and the 0 engraved in. depending on the picture almost. Just we need to keep engraving and it'll look better. As you can see, the putty is looking way better now. And if we just keep working, it will look amazing, and we can put it back on the car. We can put the new one back on the Now he's just gonna sand it to like get all the like parts that we drilled in off the putty. He's just sanding it now, and then once we've finished sanding, we'll probably put it back on the car.
Once we paint.
Yeah, once we paint. Before we put it on the car, we're going to paint.
Oopsie.
just spray painted it all black, and we're just gonna try and make it as like the pendant. So we're just spraying some silver on top. So we're just painting it, and so it will look nicer when we're putting it on. So we're using a bit of black and a bit of blue too. We haven't put the blue on yet, but we're going to. And it's looking really nice. We've just finished the design. We put some glue on top, and now we're just gonna use the hairdryer to dry it all. It dries clear. It will dry clear because it's the clear glue. It's just drying it now. So we'll see when the glue freezes and keep it dry. So we're finished now. We're finished with the creation of our emblem thing, and we're gonna put it on now.
Not too much tape.
So we're just gonna put it on now, and let's just see if it'll look nice. It's still drying, but we'll just check on that tomorrow, like when we see it again. Remember to like and subscribe. Toodaloo.